G'day, Jacko here from Music Nation on behalf of Studio Wise. How's it going? Welcome to our video presentation for the UVI Workstation review, and we're going to do two videos actually, because I don't think I can say enough in 10 minutes about how amazing this is. So this is just going to be an overview of the UVI Workstation GUI that you download. So you got the basics of this, and in the next video we're going to get involved in some sounds of presets. Yeah, we'll start playing with some synths. So skip to that if you don't want to watch all this stuff. But for those who are interested in the software, this is what it does, right? So you're in single mode or multi-mode. Multi-mode's where all the magic happens, but in single mode you have universal controls for this instrument. So you've got your MIDI channel. Part refers to whatever part when you're in multi-mode you can have as many parts as you like. So when you're in single mode you can choose which part you want to edit. Over here you've got the editing option. So at the moment we're in edit mode. FX means effects mode, weirdly enough, and this is the arpeggiator, so you can turn the arpeggiator on and off. So let's load. So this little eyeball guy here, he lets you load synths up. So let's load up some stuff. I always find it so hard to choose what I want to load. There's so much to choose from. It's why did I choose this? I choose this one. Okay, this is the Kurzweil keyboard. Okay. So what's cool about this UVI Workstation is that when you load up a synth, and these are sample libraries, so don't think that you're actually loading an actual synthesizer. You're not. You're loading up sample banks which have been recorded, and on top UVI have this synth-like kind of workstation which allows you to do kind of similar things to what a real synth will do, but it's not actually, for instance, the ADSR here isn't actual synthesized ADSR. It's like a filter on top of the sample. So in itself that's kind of cool. It's quite convincing. The sound is extremely good. Like we have in the studio here we've got a TR-77 and a DX7 Yamaha, which we can compare to the originals, to the sampled sounds in here, and they're pretty good. I mean, there's not much in it, so overall they've done a fantastic job of modeling all this. Actually, modeling is not the right word. They've sampled it, and then on top they've put modeling kind of synthesis, so talk about getting off track. Let's get back on track. So over here I was saying that the controls are shared for all the synthesizers, right? So we've got your amplitude ADSR and then your filter ADSR. And a filter, there's only three to choose from: high pass, band pass, low pass, and these are cutoffs. So it's the low pass. High pass is really aggressive. Probably the wrong sound to be using this on. Yeah, let's choose, actually, what am I doing? Don't choose that sound, Jacko. Don't choose that one either. This is probably the wrong synth to load up, actually. Anyway, cutoff, resonance, voicing, which is your depth, and all right, effects, phaser, delay, reverb, bit crusher. And this is your mod wheel control, so it's set to be let's set it to be trem. So if I do my mod wheel, I get tremolo. And then stereo controls. So currently this is set to be stereo is off, but we can do it alt, so it goes left and right, or unison. Get that kind of PWM kind of sound. And the effects, while I'm on the subject, the phaser, delay, reverb are actually they're controlled by the effects in the effects rack over here. So you've got the preset effects, alright, the presets are these ones here, and so you've got phaser, delay, destructor it's called, which is the bit crusher, and the reverb, which is phaser, delay, reverb, and crusher, right? So they call this the scripted instrument, right? Because it's a kind of a macro, and it's like an interface for what the filtering does. Am I making any sense? I think I'm making sense in my own head. So hopefully you guys follow along. So let's load up something else so you can see what I mean. I'm going to go to part 2, and let's load up This one is SY22. That sound there. Okay, change the MIDI to the channel I want to do. I have to mute the original. Okay, so this is now the Vector Pro 22, which is a Yamaha 22, SY22 kind of. So you can see, okay, you've got the amplitude, ADSR, you've got your filter ADSR with your cutoff frequency. Make that say high pass. Right, pitch controls, driver mounts, bit crusher, phaser delay reverb, and mod wheel controls, right? Same thing. So if we go into the effects here, you'll see the preset effects for this instrument are these ones here, and they refer to these effects here. So the point is, you don't need to learn 1,000 different interfaces, right? Once you know one, they are pretty much the same across all the others. And there's one or two which they're not. We'll cover that later when we're going through presets, but that's kind of cool, you know what I mean? So you can kind of just get the basics, and it's very, I mean, it might seem, if you're unfamiliar with synthesis, this might seem a lot to understand, but having just one or actually two ADSRs is very simplistic as far as synthesizers go these days. You know, there's no LFO or anything like that, so it's quite simplistic controls. The Arpeggiator, again, is very simple. Like, this is, you've got to enable the Arpeggiator. And this is so it's quite simplistic, and you can draw across here your velocity. Right. The resolution refers to how fast it goes, basically. And then you can turn steps off and on here. Okay, so I'm just holding one key on the piano. So if I hold two keys, you'll get your pitching, right? Okay, so you know you can muck around with. There's a whole bunch of presets here too, which are cool. Emma Hess. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. So this is the basic overview. I think I've covered everything that you need to worry about anyway. So single mode, multi-mode, we'll get into that with some in the next video with some presets. Options. Why can't I remember the word options? I don't know. I'm going crazy today. And down here, this is transport controls, which really only concern you when you're inside a door, because you can sync it to the door. You know, the door's tempo and stuff. There we go. Download the UVI Workstation. It's free. They give you a bunch of patches for free as well. It's a kind of a sampler of all their, not all their packs, but like some of their packs they have available. Some really cool stuff in here, actually. Actually, this, you've got to hear this organ. So this one here, it's way, yeah. Very cool, eh? So yeah, you get that for free. They're also giving away this month, that's September 2014, this Analogic Piano 09. Yes, this is one of the original Roland synthesized digital pianos. Caused a big stir back in the early 80s or late 70s. It's really simple. You only get four tones that you can play with, and it's got the speaker emulation. Check this. So you got, that's nice and beautiful. When you go to speaker emulation, as if like the real machine, sounds all crappy, right? I don't know, but even though appearance can, we're getting into sounds here. I don't want to get into sounds, but I'll just show you quickly. Appearances can be deceiving with some of these things because they appear to be quite simple, but once you start layering them up, the sounds, effects, of course in multi-mode you add you're going to start getting really, really thick. So there's a bit of a sampler, a bit of a preview for what the next video is going to be all about sound. So jump in there now. Thanks for watching. This is Jacko from Music Nation, and this is UVI Workstation. Give them a like on Facebook. Really cool people. Go and buy the software. It's awesome, and I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.